Hey fam, Domesticated Me 2.0. I'm Iona Renee and I'm your host. And today I'm asking you and telling you the mirror is waiting on you. Yes, the mirror is waiting on you. Man in the mirror, woman in the mirror, human in the mirror, person in the mirror. The mirror is waiting on you. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about why it is important at two separate times, I'm going to say, for you to begin to dig really deeply inside of you to deal with you. I'm going to start with the one I think is with the one I think is very important. And the one I think is very important is at times of arguments, disagreements, where you can't understand a person's perception to the point or where you're so judgmental that you need to change their mind. These are times that you really need to look inside of yourself and find out what is it about you that is drawing these feelings, this energy feeling towards you. You know, what is it about you that you've given out? Karma, what you reap, you sow, the boomerang effect in energy. Because if you're in these type of things, trust me, it's something about you that you've given out that you got to receive back. You just have to. And when you begin to look at you, then you don't groundhog day these experiences that you have. You don't have to continue to attract a certain type of individual that every time you're in a relationship, this is what happens. And it's unpleasant things that happen to you. You have to really look inside of you to figure out what that thing is. What is it in you that is causing this? Well, you'll tell me and you'll say to me, well, my husband, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my wife is a cheater, but I'm loyal. I don't cheat. But something inside of you is a cheater. It might not be a physical cheater with other people. You might be loyal in that way, but what are you cheating yourself of? What is happening inside of you that is attracting this type of behavior? You might say, hey, the other day, somebody stole my wallet, but I'm not no thief. I don't steal from people. Well, when is the last time you stole a person's joy? You a thief. You might not be a physical thief going around taking things from people, but you're a thief because you stole someone's joy by your behavior. So when we talk about karma, the boomerang effect, what we sow, they don't look alike. You'll hear people say that all the time. Like, why is this happening to me? What's going on? I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve that. Because you're looking at it to try to pair it up, but we can't pair it up. It's going to be differences in the karma effect, in the boomerang effect, in what you reap, you sow. It might not be the exact same thing, and it might not look the exact same way. But you've done that, so search yourself to find out what that thing is. That way you don't have to repeat it. You don't have to repeat the same things over and over again. We don't have to go through that. We can look at ourselves and we can figure it out. So, because, your source, God, the great I am, Elohim, who sent you here, resides inside. He's here with us. God is with us. Inside of us. So once we begin to dig deep inside of us, it begins to show us, about you, about who you are, about what we need to do in order to live a life more abundantly in every single area. Every single area. Whether that's financial, health, your spiritual, and your mental. We begin to search that and we begin to find it. Because it's your story. It's your story. And, I'll say that all the time in some of my videos because I really need people to understand that it is your story and all the characters that you create in it. But the inside is the most important thing. I can remember one time I was talking with one of my girlfriends and I was saying, I just keep attracting argumentative spirits. And I'm not really an argumentative person. I don't really truly like to argue with people. I could kind of let it go or whatever the case may be. But I do have, I've been attracting argumentative people. So I asked her, what are some words that go with, being argumentative or things of that nature? So it was two words that stuck with me that she gave me. And one of them was being defensive and the other one was insecurity. And so I began to search my insides about those particular words. And I said, okay, so insecurity could cause a person to attract argumentative people because that means that you're arguing within yourself. You're insecure. So you might not say that to anybody. You might not argue with anybody about your personal insecurities and whatever you have going on. But the argument is within inside of you. So yeah, you'll attract people that are argumentative because of that. And insecurities could be anything. It don't have to be your physical appearance, but it could just be anything. And I'll share my story more on that a little later. But also defensiveness. I could find myself being very defensive if I believe that a person is trying to hurt me. And I might not be defensive with words like, going back and forth. But my defensiveness can put up like a barrier in a person. And I won't really, I feed them with a long handled spoon. But that particular thing means that I'm wrestling in the inside of me with something back and forth, argumentative. So although I'm not argumentative, the energy that I'm getting back is related to other things that go with being argumentative. And so now that I've determined that, I could use that for my good now because I know what it is that's causing that. Deal with your insecurities, Iona. Deal with your defensiveness, whatever it is. Just deal with it. And when you begin to deal with it, these argumentative people just get to disappearing because I don't have nothing they want to attract to. My heart is not open to it. I can't get what I ain't got. I can't receive what I don't have. And so I totally understand where we want to blame the other people for for our outer circumstances. But anything that you're experiencing is directly related to your inner energy, your inner energies. No one else's. No one knows you like you know you. No one knows your energy. They can't get inside and be like, oh, I feel your energy. That is not a thing. So even when people say, oh, your energy seem off, you really cannot do that. You cannot do that. You can have a discernment for certain spirits and things like that. But when it comes to a person's energy force, they are the ones that control that. What is inside of them is controlled by the energy source that sent us all here. And it's who is with us. Elohim. He is with us. So, you know you. You know exactly what is in you and what you're feeling from time to time. And so you have to be the one to straighten that up. Right? And so the second thing is knowing when you're doing something right. Like when you get, when you're praying and you get your blessing gets answered, you got to search yourself when that thing get answered. Don't get too happy without stopping and looking in the mirror and say, wait a minute, the mirror waiting on me. Let me get in that mirror for a second and figure out how I did this thing. Like, what is it inside of me that attracted that? What was the behaviors I had that made this thing happen? So those things don't be hit and miss. We get favors and blessings in our life and it's hit and miss. It's simply because we haven't even been really paying attention to who we are. I'm telling you. and what is inside of us and how we're attracting that positive energy, how we're attracting that negative energy. We got to get in the mirror. And I just talked to my friends today and my family on here. Get in the mirror. Learn your story, your internal story. Because your outer story is not, doesn't even mean anything. It doesn't even mean, it will gain you nothing. It's the power that is within you where the abundance lies. And I'm talking in every area of your life. So those of us that are financially secured, always, we ain't scared of money. We always be able to come up. Everything we touch turn to gold. All of that. Those of you that, been married 20, 30 years, know how the relationship goes, know how to work with them, know how to, hey, yes, we need to focus in on how we're doing these things. And then we need to focus in on how we're attracting things in our lives that mean us no good, that fare you no good whatsoever. You don't have to experience that. Your Groundhog Day don't have to happen over and over again. Yes, our experiences is to strengthen us and for us to grow and all that. But you don't need to keep growing every year with the same bad relationship, growing every year with the same outcomes, being terminated from job after job, blaming the people on the job, not being able to get along with people, wondering why nobody like you, or why you don't like nobody, because you so antisocial and you this and you that. You don't attract nobody. That's why you ain't around nobody. Not trying to be mean, but that's just kind of what it is. There's times in our lives where we really want to, we really need to look at that mirror, because it's not your boyfriend. It's not your spouse. It's not your wife. It's not your mama. It's not your daddy. It's not your cousin. It's not your sister. It's not your brother. It is you. And everything that you do not want in your life will disappear if you deal with the inside of you. If you deal with what's going on inside of you, it can't come nigh. Those things just cannot come near you. You can't get no argumentative spirit if you deal with what's inside of you, girl. You just can't get it. You can't. If you run around stealing people's joy, then know your pocketbook, somebody gonna steal money out your pocketbook. Somebody come in your house and steal one of your diamonds. It's happening. So stop stealing people's joy, so people will stop stealing from you, and you won't be saying, I don't steal. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Or stop stealing from yourself. Stop cheating yourself, so the outer world will stop cheating you. Stop firing on yourself, so the outer world will stop firing you. Learn how to treat yourself with respect. So guess what? The outer world will treat you with respect. Friends and family, I just want y'all to be encouraged today with that really short word. I'm going to stop right about here. And I really want to do my love, life, and laughs. And I want it to be a laugh today. I seen a meme on social media and it just tickled me to death. And it's kind of corny, but it tickled me. So I'm gonna say it anyhow. I don't care who laugh at it. But a reporter asked a lady, are all the churches closed in her area? And she said, I don't know. I eat Popeyes. That just tickled me so much. And of course the meme was an old Southern lady. Looked like a churchgoer for sure. And it just made me laugh. So if you haven't seen that meme running around social media, hopefully you'll see it, because it made my day. And I hope that this video made your day, or is helping to make your day, because only you can make your day, right? So if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. But most of all, I need those comments because I love these twofers. They really, really, really excite me when I get the comments and I'm able to comment back. And then you're helping me with my next topics and things of that nature. So I do appreciate you, fam. And I love you so much. And I'll see you next time on Domesticated Me 2.0.